Providing a safe, healthy working environment is a top priority of the rice industry and your company. You play an important part in achieving that goal. Every day when you come to work at a rice handling or processing facility, whether large or small, and you gear up for work, it is important to begin focusing on your personal safety. This video will review one critical safety task we perform periodically in the rice handling and processing industry, which is entering flat storage warehouses. It is important that you do not enter any flat storage warehouse that is filled with rice without being properly trained and following safe entry procedures. This video will review how to evaluate potential hazards, control those hazards so you will be able to safely enter a flat storage warehouse, perform your required tasks, exit the space without incident, and return it to its normal operating state. Your company will provide you with additional hands-on training prior to you performing work activities in a flat storage warehouse. If you are assigned to perform work in a flat storage warehouse, your supervisor will review with you the procedures to be followed for safe entry. Common types of hazards that must be controlled are physical hazards, which include energized equipment such as augers, conveyors, or other potentially dangerous exposed equipment. For flat storage warehouses, you should be concerned about in-feed and discharge of rice into and out of the warehouse. If you are inside a warehouse and someone turns on a switch to remove some rice or add rice to the building, you could be drawn under or be covered by the rice and suffocate within seconds. The best method to control these physical hazards is to lock, tag, and try all in-feed conveyors and spouts and all discharge equipment such as augers. After locks are placed on disconnects, all start buttons must be pressed to ensure that the equipment cannot start and that the correct equipment has been locked out. Think of the three most important words concerning lockout safety: lock, tag, try. Before entering a flat storage warehouse, make sure you check all fumigation records. If a flat storage warehouse is placarded with a fumigation sign, do not consider entry until after the end date of the fumigation and it has been verified to be safe. Finally, before entering the warehouse, make sure you have all the required equipment and that it's in good working order. This equipment includes harnesses and lifelines, respirators such as dust masks, proper lighting, a radio, cell phone, or other method to call for help in the event of any emergency, and all rescue equipment which must be staged near the entry. The need for mechanical ventilation should be evaluated. It should be used if conditions warrant it and it does not cause additional problems such as putting too much dust into the air. Check with your supervisor if you have any questions. Every entrance into a flat storage area requires two participants. The first is the entrant. The other is the observer. It is the observer's job to make sure the entrant safely descends onto the stored rice. Once the entrant has reached his destination, the observer must remain on the overhead catwalk, maintain visual contact, and communicate with the entrant. If conditions become unsafe, or the observer must leave the area, the entrant must exit the space when requested by the observer. In the case of an emergency, the observer should never try to physically rescue an entrant and should never leave the area for any reason, even to get help. A radio, cell phone, or other device must be used. When the work is done, it's time to remove all tools and equipment from the area before removing lockout/tagout devices. So here's a quick review of the key steps to follow to perform a safe entry. Ensure lockout of all in-feed and discharge equipment using lock, tag, try. Check fumigation records before entering to ensure the fumigants have dissipated. Use all appropriate equipment, such as harnesses, lifelines, and lights. Enter only under safe conditions and exit if conditions change. Ensure the observer never climbs down onto the stored rice to rescue the entrant. and inform your supervisor that the flat storage warehouse is ready to be used. If you follow these procedures each and every time you perform flat storage warehouse entries, you'll be able to do them safely and go home to your family every night. Your safety is very important to us.